So X, which is more impressive, the home run record or the Triple Crown?
Who are you talking about? I didn't even know.
What's happening? I was trying to get creative with my writing, okay? We know it's Aaron Judge.
X wasn't here on Friday, so he doesn't know.
Oh, yeah. So there's this guy that's like really good at baseball.
How many does he have now?
Plays for this team in New York.
The Triple Crown, 100%. The reason why I look at the Triple Crown, I think from a player's perspective, team aspect, RBIs, that means you're doing well with runners in scoring position. You're able to drive guys in. You're basically putting the team on your back with as many RBIs as he has. And then I also look at from an average standpoint. If you're able to have your average at where he's at we're talking about toward the top of all of Major League Baseball, then we're talking about somebody that's doing a great job of hitting line drives and getting on base for his team and allowing other guys to even drive him in. So all three of those categories stand out to me because they're more of a team aspect. A lot of guys could hit a lot of home runs, but not a lot of guys can do all three extremely well.
And Hannah, he's a team first guy, right?
A lot of guys can hit 61 home runs. That's what they always say about baseball.
I wasn't going to say that. You see, I didn't go that far. I said a lot of guys can hit a lot of home runs.
No, here's the thing. I think what's most impressive, the Triple Crown is a thing that we're only paying attention to because Judge is on the verge of it. I would say if it wasn't Judge, we would be like, oh, what should the Triple Crown be? Maybe it should be updated for a new era in baseball. Maybe it should be the slash stats. And he leads in those, too. Aaron Judge right now leads the American League in batting average. That's in the Triple Crown. But also on base, slugging. He leads all of baseball, actually, in on base and slugging. And to me, that's actually what's most impressive because home runs and RBIs kind of go together, especially, hits and RBIs kind of go together. But on base, like you said, he gets on base for his team. Not just hits, but he's taking his walks when they don't pitch to him, and he's slugging when they do. That, to me, is what's the most impressive.
So you're going with I guess that would be the
quintuple
crown?
Yeah.
Look, I think the Triple Crown is definitely more impressive, and it goes with kind of with what X was saying. The perspective that he can do all three of these things, whether it's driving in runs, he knows how to handle at bats with a runner on third, less than 2 outs. He knows how to drive guys in with 2 outs and runners in scoring position, whatever it is. This guy's able to do it for the team, but hitting for that average, hitting for power, and of course being able to drive in runs. Look, this is that benchmark, right? This is that one benchmark, the Triple Crown, that's been talked about for a long, long time, but it hasn't been done very often. The last one I can remember off the top of my head is Miggy Cabrera.
It was.
To be honest with you, I think that is, it's weird to say, it's way more impressive than someone going out and hitting 61 or 62, whatever it is, just because of all those different categories that you're able to do it. It's just all that much more work he had to put in to get to that point.
And just one thing real quick, I disagree with Hannah because not all home run hitters are able to drive in a lot of RBIs. We've played with guys that they're not as clutch as they might look just because they hit a lot of home runs, and they do it with guys with no one on base, a lot of solo home runs. Judge has been able to do it both situations with guys on base.
And exactly what you were just saying is like he's probably going to be the MVP.
I can speak to catching behind Miggy Cabrera and watching him. He had a 4-for-4 day against me. I think we were in Oakland. He was with Detroit at the time. And I remember making good pitches, but there were runners in scoring position, runners in play for him, and he did what he had to do, kept the ball in the middle of the field, balls found holes, didn't even have to go 4-for-4, but he drove in those runs, and that's a completely different and unique skill set all by itself.
You're right. When the pressure is on and you're putting the team first, it definitely shows. I hate when we all agree, but there's a consensus amongst us that, yes, the Triple Crown is indeed more impressive, albeit 61. About to happen. Very impressive.